Spark FM.
Young chicken man be ballin'. These chicks pigeon toed. Some of them be crawling.
Spark FM.
Oh gosh, it's me again.
New England's #1 urban Caribbean music. Radio. Spark FM.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Yeah! Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music. It is Saucy and Friends here. We are in the building, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning, and more good morning. It is a great time to be alive in the USA.
Yeah.
It is a brand new start to the week. It is a fresh Monday. Mondays be Mondaying, but hey, we outside, we here, we made it to another week.
Outside.
And it's going. It's doing what it do.
Yes.
You feel me? It's doing what it do. Yeah,
I don't know, I just feel like saying that.
Wow.
Dabba-do.
Going bowling?
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna go on Thursday.
Let's go.
It's only for now. It's a very quick
Let's go.
thing. Thursday night for CK's second half of his birthday.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, all right.
Oh.
Thursday it is. If anybody wants to meet us there, you can. He loves all the friends.
Let's go to it.
We're gonna do one game, order one pizza, and we're out. That's how we're doing it.
One pizza.
One pizza, one chicken, and we're out. Roll the ball.
Everybody celebrated a birthday.
Everybody
there,
roll the
right?
ball once.
Everybody roll it. Everybody get a turn and roll the
Did y'all
ball.
ever celebrate a birthday? What's the place? What's it called?
Boston Bowl.
Boston Bowl.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
CK, we went there for his second birthday
Mhm.
in general.
Did y'all have a birthday? Y'all didn't have a Boston Bowl birthday?
No, Eden's first birthday was at Boston Bowl.
Yeah, I had a ball.
You had a Boston Bowl?
I had a few Boston Bowl
I didn't have a Boston
birthdays.
Bowl birthday. I might make
Nice
my
and cheap and convenient.
Yeah.
go to Boston Bowl this year for my birthday.
Yeah. Oh, but now they got a
Boston
nice
Bowl
room. They got a
birthday.
VIP room.
Yeah,
Yeah,
get a
yeah,
little
yeah.
drink and
Yeah.
thing like that.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Sexy.
I like that.
Mhm.
I like, and now they redid the little VIP room too. So
They redid it again.
it's nice. It's in the back. It's not the little back one back there. It's in the back there,
Oh,
like that. And it has its private lanes and
Oh, wow.
table and a
It's
bar.
been there for a long time.
Yeah, you know.
I've never seen that before. In my
you
life
kidding
before
me?
Eden's birthday, I've never seen
Yeah,
it.
the
Are you
VIP I've
serious?
been there.
Never.
It's like,
No.
yeah, I know. Yeah. We
No,
did-
I
No,
never seen it.
Tony.
We did
I never
soccer
saw it.
bowling there.
Yeah, they've had like
Soccer ball?
major events
I know.
there.
I've never. Never.
Wow.
Oh, it's not. So it's not redone.
No.
Oh no.
Oh, you just didn't know. Oh, wow.
I'm not cool.
Sheesh.
Morning, people. Morning, my
Good
life.
morning. Tune in. We are live here on sparkfmonline.com.
SparkFMOnline.com.
Sound like a movie phone. Welcome to movie phone. Good morning, Larry. Good morning, Jess. Hi, Opal. Good morning, DJ Live. Did you get your text message, Tony?
Of course, I'm replying to it right now. Good morning, DJ
Morning,
Live.
Mike Nice and LaWanda.
Marvelous Monday. I like it.
As you guys are here, go ahead and give it up a share. Let people know what you're listening to. I just did it myself. Yes, Larry Jordan, as you can see, today it's all about my rasshole opinion as well. Because I just have a
Yay.
rasshole opinion. It's probably one of my favorite shirts. Because I got opinions about things.
I don't know why people don't give me no shirt. Like, I don't like shirt. I don't want to wear no
I've had
shirt.
this one for like mad years now.
I want
never
it. I
seen-
want one too.
Give her one, Larry.
I've got a rasshole opinion.
Got a rasshole opinion. Quick check-in, Miss Tony. How you doing? How was your weekend, honey girl?
OMG.
Tell us
My
everything.
weekend was
You
so
had an adventurous weekend.
It was
Have you fully recovered?
I have not. I am still beat down because we had a time last night.
You gotta make a reel and put that.
I
video.
do got to make
Yeah.
a reel. We took no pictures.
Oh,
There's
geez.
no evidence of the time that we had, but we had a time. We went to R&B Vibes at Russell Auditorium Saturday night. Nicole was like, we got to get there early because Americans is going to be in here. So Nicole had us
Americans.
Nicole had us in the party at like 11:15. But from the time I got there, I took off my jacket and I danced and sang and danced and sang and danced and spun around. I went out on the dance floor. At one point, the girl dragged me out on the dance floor and I went. And it was a time. Russell Auditorium has been redone.
So this is what I want to know.
Really has been redone, like for real.
They did.
I walked in and I was like, "Where are we walking into?" The floors, the ceiling, the walls, the chandeliers. It was so cute, and they served drinks in the big cups for $8.
Really?
So, yeah.
Oh Lord,
that's the kind of night that was had there. Oh Lord. I don't know. We had waters coming out of everywhere. I have to send you guys a picture of my pile of the way my clothes came off because it was crazy. But it was such a good time. It literally was R&B all night. I spun. Oh my God! I danced. And I had a little see-through pants on, so my cheeks was out at one point. This girl was like, "Pull down your dress, your butt's out." Oh, but I didn't care because I was having a time. All the grown folks in Boston was there. All of
all the grown
folks,
it's a
BOGs,
big people
very
party.
old and grown people.
Yes.
was there last night, Saturday night, but it was very, very nice. And then, of course, yesterday was the baby shower for Samaya Gale. Congratulations to her new baby girl, who should be coming soon, who will be coming soon. And it was a weekend. It was a weekend. Very, very good. Highlight of my weekend, definitely Saturday night. Amazing.
I like
Larry said Packy's reunion.
It was. No, literally. I was like, oh, this is cute. This Biff's like.
This is Biff like.
Yeah, but it was. Packy's reunion is very accurate.
Nah, because the last time that we did go to Biff's, it was a great.
Yeah.
Last time we could go to Biff's, it was that type of time too. So
right.
it be on that
we were
type
watching
of time.
the videos about that the other day.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like we were saying the other day.
It start partying with Americans. I feel like they dance better than
they do.
The Caribbean people dancing right now.
They have a good time.
They when they go out, they go out. And listen, I know that the ugly shoe store sell off Saturday night because the girls had some stuff on their feet that I was like, where did you get those?
The ugly shoes.
Why?
Tony and I have a theory that somewhere there's an ugly shoe store that women go and they just rack up. Because I don't understand.
No.
Why did you purchase that shoe? I just don't understand. But anyhow, but they had fun. Everybody had fun. It was a good time.
I was going to say, it's a good time when you realize you didn't take any pictures of the previous
None.
night.
And Nicole is a picture taker, but we didn't have time for that. It was hit the dance floor, let's go kind of night. And I did.
Nicole's a good time.
She's a great time.
Yeah, she's a good time.
A great time. Everybody was there. I saw Dex. I was like, hey, Dex. He was like, you want a drink? No. No, I do not.
I like when it's a nice cheap drink because everybody want to buy everybody a drink. Like, I got you.
I was never without a drink the whole night. Nicole had her jacket pocket, had 2 waters here, and then she had 2 in her hand, plus a drink. And I was like, where you get all the waters from? It's crazy. It was a great night. Great night.
What about you, Tristan? What'd you do?
I had a DJ over the weekend.
Where'd you DJ at?
Oh man, I cannot remember the young lady's name. In Generations in Avon.
I love Generations.
It was a young lady's birthday party, and they was some dancers. They was dancing. They was dancing up the storm.
I like that.
They was in there dancing, having a good time. So shout outs to them.
How do you know what to play? Do they give you a little playlist? Are you locked in that you can?
Yes.
That you know everything about what a team.
And they were Caribbean people.
Oh, okay.
And all she said, let me see, I'll tell you, I got the text here. All she wanted was Patrice Roberts. Who else? Yeah, she was very easy. Her friends came. I think they only wanted one song. That was the nice thing. Usually, you get bombarded with a bunch of songs
that people were requesting.
It was a song that they did for their dancing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I like that.
Yeah.
Just let me be up here. If you hire me, just understand that I know what it do.
Yeah.
I do what it do.
All I want is Beyonce, Rihanna, and Patrice Roberts.
That's right.
I like that. That's a good combination.
That is. That's
a winning combination.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
We're winning there.
I love dancing. Dancing is so freeing. I just want to dance all the time. I should be a dancer.
Dancing machine.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, these people. Okay.
Yeah,
see, that's what I like.
That's my song. I can't wait.
Right in the center. Go down in the center.
That looks like a good fun party.
Yeah.
Next time you have one of those,
down in the
tell
center.
us, say, come over here to this party. Y'all gonna have a good time.
I love my private gigs. Y'all need to book me 617-980-4729. Holla at your boy Rock
right.
Stone Tris.
Holla.
That's your real phone number?
Yes, of course.
God.
My number is public. That is a business line.
I got a Google voice line for that.
My friend called me the other day, and the what's it? You know, the name that came up said John Doe, and I was like,
I like that.
how you do that? He was like, I told him that's what I wanted, and it said John Doe.
Mhm. I hear you. I didn't do anything very much this weekend, per usual.
Tony, Larry said ugly shoe fat.
We might as well. Yeah,
I like that.
Yep.
Seriously.
I got some ugly shoes.
Yeah, and you'll be surprised. People gonna come out and be like, "Oh, wow, you wear those?"
I didn't think they were ugly when I bought them, but I look at them, they're ugly now.
That's funny. With that said, let's get into this show so we can get it going. We got a lot of news to cover. It's been the weekend, so the weekend did what it did. It weekended. And then we'll give you guys any updates that we have of stories that we've covered in the last couple of days and or weeks. And a lot of it's filled with a lot of drama. So go ahead and give it up a share. Tell people what you're listening to. Share it. And let's go. Saucy and Friends in the Morning starts right now.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the Morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
The all-new Spark FM. Log on to sparkfmonline.com.
Call Spark FM at 617-272-3387.
The only thing that does matter is great music, and you will find it here.
The all-new Spark FM.
North Carolina, that's for you. That's for you. That's when people used to be dancing.
Girl.
Yeah, everybody used to take their shirt off and swing it around their head. We jump around and stuff with Cypress Hill and all kind of stuff. They don't do that kind of stuff no more.
You say you jumped around with
Jump
Cypress
around.
Hill?
It was Cypress Hill, right?
Jump
That
around.
was House of
Jump
Fame.
up, jump
Oh,
up.
yep, that was.
Really?
Jump up and get down. That was my good thing.
I always confuse those two. Do they
Me
look alike?
too. Do
They
they?
look alike? Or they was just both white ones?
No, there's some. I guess their sounds are like.
Yeah.
They're kind of like rap
then-
rock.
White rap people, right? Yeah.
Yes.
They was cool. I like them. Invite them to the cookout.
Mm-hmm. Today is Monday. It's going to be partly cloudy, a high of 44 degrees. It is going to be windy today. Tonight is going to drop down to 34 degrees, decreasing cloudiness and windy. High 44, winds in the west-southwest at 25 to 35 miles per hour. Winds could occasionally gust over 40 miles per hour. It is kind of cold outside, so
It is.
bundle up. Definitely bundle up. As you guys can see that my cold refuses to go anywhere.
Yeah.
It will not shift.
Yeah.
I've done everything. I Vicks at night. I drink tea all day. I NyQuil, DayQuil. I'm getting rest. All of the
You
things.
need to drink some more of
It
them
won't go
onion
away.
and honey.
I opened that today because
The
I thought
garlic and honey.
it was in the sugar thing, and I opened that today and I got a big whiff it in my nose. I closed that thing so hard, like golly, oh God, onions is so pungent,
Mm-hmm.
so
It's
pungent.
onions and honey.
Onions and honey.
Oh.
That's what your mom made.
It's the garlic.
No,
It's
but
probably
she made
garlic in
onions
there.
this time.
She
Oh.
definitely, it was purple onions
Oh,
and garlic.
purple onions.
Oh.
Purple onions and garlic.
Lord.
Purple onions, garlic, and honey.
Whoa.
Yes. Yes.
That sit
Yes.
right in my stomach.
Mm-mm.
You're supposed to swallow it whole, though. You're supposed to hold your nose and swallow whole.
Oh, God.
I did that the last time,
Mm.
and upon releasing of my nose, it was the same thing. I said, "Wow, I should have just did what I had to do because it's crazy." But Pastor Troy is supposed to be giving me some sea moss, so that maybe that can help me to get all of it through. It's the worst part of it is at night when the coughing attacks happen and all you want to do is sleep, but you got to cough first. And sleeping with a humidifier. I think that almost choked me out last night too. I don't know, boy. I tell you, you can't win for losing in USA, boy. I tell you.
Boy.
You can't win.
In the U.S.
In the USA. This is a third world country, boy. MBTA police are searching for a person who pepper sprayed riders on a Green Line trolley in Cambridge.
Find them and beat them in the
Why
face.
the hell would you do that? So they're searching for a man who allegedly pepper sprayed several passengers aboard a Green Line trolley in Cambridge on Saturday, officials said. The incident occurred just before 2:30 p.m. at Lechmere Station, according to police. The man police are looking for allegedly sprayed numerous passengers with OC spray, also known as pepper spray, and is being treated as an assault and battery with a dangerous weapon. Police released a photo of the suspect holding a spray canister and wearing a gray Boston Celtics cap, black sweatshirt and sweatpants, a black and white plaid scarf, and gray Nike sneakers. He is a Caucasian man. If any information can be, if you have any information, call the MBTA Transit Police Criminal Investigation Unit at this number 617-222-1050.
That's the best description we got all year.
What would possess somebody to just get on the Green Line and just pepper spray? Imagine you sitting on the Green Line going to the Galleria Mall because you got to get a pair of drawers or something like that. And then you gonna sit there and then somebody will come up to you and pepper spray you in your face.
Right.
Oh, willy-nilly.
Just a random person you pepper sprayed in the face?
Yeah, I would have had to fight
Wild.
through the pain to whoop his ass.
Yeah.
Because why you do that?
Yeah. And how many people did he spray?
They said several.
And they didn't jump him?
That's what I'm saying. I would
Have y'all ever been around pepper spray?
No, and I know it's awful.
I have.
What is it? Tell me.
After party. I've been in the after party before.
No.
And somebody sprayed the after party, cleared the whole after party up.
Absolutely.
I mean, you can't breathe. You're choking. It's not good.
It doesn't sound good.
Somebody who didn't get pepper sprayed should have had been a hero that day and spin kicked him in the chest.
Right. Because what do people do? Stand by while he's and watch while he's pepper sprayed other people?
Oh no, that's not y'all.
Oh, sorry. I was like, what we did. So yes, if you guys see this man, I think Tristan just flashed the picture up there.
Let me see it.
You ain't gonna know him.
How you know?
Not your friend. You might see him on the way to work tomorrow. Miss Tony's gonna be gone for the next 2 days.
Yeah.
And she gotta check into work.
I gotta go to work.
You got a job?
If I got a job. If I never had one, I got one for the next 2 days from 8:30 to 4:30 all damn day.
Oh.
Jeez, Lord.
I just read something that pissed me off now. This is going to get into entertainment news, but I'll just give it to you. Northwest announces her debut album, Elementary School Dropout.
Oh, yes. Because we all wanted that.
Wanted it so
Why
bad.
don't let that baby be a baby at all?
No. She grew up to grow up. You know, like she's too grown. She's too young and grown.
Yeah.
And there's nothing that anybody can do about that. That's just the environment in which she lives in. Smart little young and grown girl. She don't even wear pigtails no more. She need to go on tour with Kanye and do some dancing on the stage or something like that instead of making an album.
Earn some money like
exactly.
Like the next little girl did.
But I tell you, Brockton Brockton Public Schools deficit could be more than $25 million. Shut it down.
It's deficit?
It's a deficit. The firm found that overall mismanagement of the entire budget and in-source transportation caused the district to overspend in 2023 and 2024. Most likely they will face a similar deficit in 2025. Boston Public School will likely face another massive funding deficit at the end of the school year after a deficit of more than $18 million was revealed last year. A final report from financial firm Open Architects, paid for by the Department of Elementary and Secondary Education to probe last year's deficit, shows that this year's deficit could reach $25 million. The report also shows that there will most likely be a $7 to $19 million deficit in next year's budget for fiscal year 2025. A looming deficit is just another problem for the City of Champions and the Brockton School Committee. City of Champions.
Yeah, that's a nickname.
Oh.
Yeah, because they had the boxer.
Okay. Committee members called for the National Guard earlier this month amid escalating violence at the high school. We have not done a good job enough job to plan for and mitigate those costs, nor have we taken enough care to adhere to budgeting best practices, Acting Superintendent James Cobb said in a statement. We owe it to the Brockton community to do better. Yeah, you owe it to the kids to do better.
Yeah.
So not only do these kids not have teachers, they don't have classes, and they also don't have money, and they're just going to school to sit there with a school with a deficit. I'm lost here about what
the school year started off bad for Brockton
Yeah.
in the first place, right? From the beginning of the year, we were hearing about all this
nobody
mess.
thought about this while it was going through the issues. Like, where was everybody at the 1 million deficit mark?
Yeah.
Why the Brockton School District is millions of dollars over budget for the second year in a row now. Third-party auditors say that the district overspent on employee benefits and special education services, and that bus costs are actually double what the district budgeted. Auditors discovered the district's bookkeeping software was not even used correctly, causing accounts to be overdrawn. Brockton Schools had a $14 million deficit last year, and it's expected to be up to $25 million this year.
Yeah. They should just shut it down and break it into a couple of schools.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like there's going to be an easy way for them to dig themselves out of all of this mess that Brockton schools have gotten themselves into. And so their state is probably, they're going to have to do a conservatorship. Didn't they? Isn't that something that happened, that they were threatening with the Boston Public Schools at one point? So they might have to do a conservatorship of Brockton, because it's not just the high school. It's all Brockton Public Schools, right?
There's only one Brockton
There's
high
only
school,
one
right?
high school, but
yeah.
there's a bunch of elementary schools and stuff. So they might have to do.
I don't know why
Yeah,
the
Well, it's just a high school, though.
It's just the
Yeah,
high school.
yeah, just a
Just
high
the high
school.
school.
That's a high
25
school.
million?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
they got to take that away.
They got to disperse them children, and they got to do it in a good, and you know, like that all comes with a whole list of foolishness that is going to probably happening, because there's would you say 3,800 students?
3,600
3,600
Yeah.
students.
High.
Where do
Yeah.
you put 3,600 students?
Yeah.
I'm not saying, I also am not, like, parents. If your child don't got no teacher, why you sending them there?
Exactly.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah.
I would have had to, I don't know what I would have done. I don't want to ever be in this situation. So
Mhm.
let's pray for the Brockton school system, because I don't know what's going on.
That's too bad.
Backcountry skier dies on New Hampshire mountain.
What?
What happened? What is a backcountry?
Oh, Brockton has 39,000. I mean,
Oh,
3,900.
100. It's damn near 4,000.
Damn near 4,000.
It's
4,000.
50. Yeah, it's
Students.
4,000.
4,000
3,943. It's 4,000 students.
Jesus Lord. That's
A backcountry skier dies on a day of accidents on New Hampshire's unforgiving Mount Washington. I'm not going up a mountain called Unforgiving. Is that what the name of the mountain is?
No, it's
I
Mount
think I climbed
Washington.
Mount Washington.
Mount
Oh.
Washington. All them cars have that bumper sticker that said this car climbed Mount Washington.
Yeah, I climbed Mount Washington, and
You did?
it's a Metco thing. It's not a Metco thing, but that's a white people thing, and I'm
Yeah.
Marblehead, so yes.
Yes.
I
What was that,
climbed
at Sergeant Camp?
Mount Washington when I was probably in like 7th grade.
I went to
top.
Sergeant Camp and went on
In
went
Groton.
skiing. Yeah.
Broughton, Mass.
Oh, so when did you go to Mount Washington?
I was probably in like 7th grade.
Oh, I know that we took a trip to New York one time, but we didn't go to no mountain.
Yeah, we did a mountain trip. It was snowing at the top, actually.
Oh,
It's a real mountain.
did you breathe up there?
Tuckerman Ravine is particularly popular in the spring when the sun begins to soften the snow. On some days, hundreds of skiers and snowboarders make the 3-mile hike to the ravine, resulting in a festive atmosphere. From there, it can take another hour to kick boot steps in the wall to get to the top. But risks, including crevices, avalanches, and rocks, have resulted in several deaths over the year. The Forest Service said Salzburg and her skiing companion encountered hard and icy snow surfaces due to cold temperatures and a lack of recent snowfall. There were also open canvases holes on the mountains, the service said, and the conditions were unforgiving. Forest Service rangers and a team from the Mount Washington Avalanche Center also responded to 2 other skiers who suffered severe injuries that weren't life-threatening, Mainville said. Just the previous night on February 23rd, a 23-year-old hiker from Kentucky was rescued from the mountain after going off trail and into the ravine. New Hampshire Fish and Game reported. I wouldn't risk this.
This, you know, 'cause
It's
that's
just
how
mad
you're saying
hikers. It's just stories of mad hikers that have met their demise in some type of way
Yeah.
going up this mountain. I'm not that risky. I mean, I'm a little bit risky because I'll jump out of a plane. However, I don't think I'd go up a mountain.
It's better to do it in the spring.
In the spring? I
Yeah.
feel like it'd be melty.
No, I mean, you know, in the spring, it's
Melty.
easier to climb. Yes. There's no
You know?
snow. Yeah, it's better to climb when there's no snow.
Oh, so it's just like rocks. Like
Yeah.
it's more
Oh,
like
yeah,
a
'cause the snow is slippery.
Yeah, the snow's melting.
when you go what in the mountains?
Snowshoeing.
Hiking.
Hiking.
Hiking. Yeah, I don't want to go hiking in the snow.
Yeah.
Give me rough terrain.
Mm.
You know, give me some mud, some surface area.
That's the choice.
Some
What
grip.
they doing on a mountain? Well, he said the F y'all on a mountain in winter in the Northeast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
Yeah, it's hard to get me to hike in the first place.
Hiking is nice. Hiking up Blue Hill is actually really
I hiked
nice.
up Blue Hill. I did. I
Yeah.
hiked. That was one of my nicer dates.
There is a bigger hill, the ski hill or Blue Hill.
Oh, it's steeper.
The Soca people, they usually do it. I think they've done a Soca hike up there.
Yeah, the Soca
it's a
hike.
big mountain. It's going up there.
To the lookout.
It would take you out. It would take you clean out.
The lookout that's up at the top.
No, not even the lookout. It is
Oh.
like it's the actual ski trail.
Oh, yeah, no.
And you just go up that in the summertime because there's no snow there. And you just go up that a couple of times. It's the ultimate exercise. But I tell you, you will suffer.
Mm.
You will suffer great.
I'm not into suffrage.
But you'll feel good.
Mm.
You'll feel good after, like you did something
Rejuvenated.
good.
Thank you, Luanda. Luanda says she with me. No hiking for me. I'll do a little bit of hiking, but I ain't gonna do no extreme hiking.
Yeah, a little bit of uphill, not no mountain.
Yeah, uphill. Not mountain, right.
A Plymouth man is facing assault and murder charges after allegedly firing at homes after argument at a bar.
Well, he's angry.
You shouldn't do that. Like, nobody recommends that. I don't recommend to do that. A Plymouth man is facing multiple counts of assault to murder and other felony charges after police say he opened fire on several houses following an argument at a downtown bar. Officers responding to a reporting shooting in North Spooner Street around 1:45 a.m. spoke with witnesses who said multiple homes had been hit by gunfire. An investigation determined a bullet went through one home and into the family's room ceiling. Multiple bullets hit a second home and one went through a window. Thankfully, none of the many occupants inside were injured. Joshua Fitzgerald, 25 of Plymouth, was arrested after it was learned that he had been in an argument outside of a downtown bar and then returned to the area and fired at the homes where the people he had been in the argument with lived. I don't think that's a good idea. Fitzgerald was arrested on his front porch and allegedly dropped the pistol while trying to walk away from the police. It wasn't me. It's not my gun.
I'm glad that they caught him, because why you do that foolishness? What if you had hit several people?
Literally.
That's awful.
He was arrested on 4 counts of assault to murder while armed, 7 counts of assault with a dangerous weapon, carrying a firearm without a license, possession of ammunition without an FID card, discharging a firearm within 500 feet of a building, threats to commit murder, destruction of property valued at $1,200, and possession of a Class B drug, which was cocaine. He is being held on a $10,000 cash bond pending his arraignment.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Boy, I tell you. Boy, is cocaine a hell of a drug.
Cocaine is a hell of a
You can't be doing that.
Can't do it.
27 golden retrievers was rescued from a home in Rhode Island. Why did you have 27 golden retrievers? What were you doing with them all?
Breed them a breed.
The dogs were rescued after officials received reports of unlicensed breeding and conditions detrimental to the health of the dogs at a Hopkinton, Rhode Island home. Authorities took 27 golden retrievers out of a home in Rhode Island after responding to reports of unlicensed breeding and detrimental living conditions. The dogs, 7 adults and 20 puppies, were rescued March 8th after various officials responded to a residence on Alton Bradford Road in Hopkinton, Rhode Island. Why would they do? They said that there's a lot of that going on, which is crazy because there's an influx of dogs everywhere, especially from the south. They're bringing them up here to find them homes. There's just mad dogs everywhere. Mad Dog
Mad
2020.
Dog.
There's a lot of dogs that need to be rehomed, sheltered, adopted. And these are because of breeders that are just super breeding these dogs and trying to get mad money out of them. Like dogs right now are going anywhere from like $1,500 to about $7,000. There was in my research, I found dogs up to $10,000, and I was like, what is it? What does a dog come with? Because with the home, the down payment
$10,000. Why? What?
Because they're like those super expensive ones. They like house train them, potty train. No, these are like purebred golden retrievers and poodles and stuff like that. They'll have them trained and potty trained and house trained and all of the trained and meal prepped and trick dogs and stuff like that for $10,000 meal prepped.
Look at all dogs.
Oh, they so cute. The resident of the property was cooperative and surrendered the dogs to the Rhode Island Society for Prevention of Cruelty of Animals. These puppies and dogs tested positive for, ringworms and will not be up for adoption for several weeks. We really appreciate your interest in these pups. The SPCA said once we post the dogs on our website, we will then consider adoption applications. So if you guys want those, just kind of keep your eyes and ears open. There are 27 of them that you guys can get, and golden retrievers are expensive.
I was gonna say, so when you adopt them, because I remember in your research, you said that golden retrievers are quite expensive. When you adopt them from the MSPCA, how much are you paying for them?
So like for a puppy, any dog below like 6 months, they're a little bit more expensive. They're about $650, and if you get like a regular adult dog or something like that, they're about $450. So it's not expensive at all to adopt. That's why a lot of people opt for that.
Cats, $250.
And cats are like very, very inexpensive. I went to the shelter a couple of times looking for puppies, and they don't, like in Boston, I feel in particular, don't have a lot. But if you go kind of like on the outskirts of like Rhode Island and those places that have farms, you can find a lot more dogs. And again, there are mad dogs that they are bringing in from like islands, from like Saudi Arabia, Tennessee, Texas, St. Croix and St. Broy and St. Louis, Thomas and all of them, the Virgin Islands and stuff like that. All of them mutt dogs and stuff like that. They are bringing them here so people could adopt them. Look at that little one right there. It's so cute in the grass.
So the golden retriever goes from $1,000 to $3,500
for a purebred, and that's untrained. Better get one that come trained with that all that money. Boy, I tell you. Pastime for statue in Boston. So they are thinking about, I don't know, did we talk about this or did I read this by myself?
We didn't talk about it.
The city council will consider a measure to permanently honor Crispus Attucks, the first man to die in the Boston massacre. City Councilor Brian Worrell, who sponsored the measure to start work towards commissioning a statue, noted that New York and Philadelphia have statues of Attucks, a Framingham native and a freed black man who died on March 5th when British soldiers fired 2 musket balls into his chest. God damn.
2 musty balls.
Jeez.
Jesus.
Musket balls.
Oh, sorry. My bad. Sorry, that was my experience.
Respect to Mr. Attucks. What's your problem? In the following days, the people of Boston held a funeral procession for the victims of the massacre because Attucks and fellow victims and sailor James Caldwell have no family or home in Boston. Their bodies lay in state at Faneuil Hall.
Oh, do they? It's Christmas at Faneuil. I did not know that.
So is that one of the names that they are proposing? A Christmas Attucks Hall instead of Faneuil Hall? It would make sense.
Okay. Oh, that would make sense, but I don't think so.
John Adams, then a colonial lawyer, won freedom for the soldiers who killed Attucks and 4 other protesters with a defense that included slurring their origins as a motley rabble of saucy boys, Negroes and mulattoes, Irish Teagues, and outlandish jacktars, with outlandish meaning not logo. In his request for a hearing to start the press Worrell said, Addict's bravery and sacrifice symbolizes the fight for freedom and equity, serving as an inspiration to generations of Bostonians and Americans alike. Crispus Attucks played a pivotal role in the events leading up to the American Revolution, demonstrating the courage and resilience of marginalized communities in the face of oppression and injustice. All right, Brother Worrell with big words. I like this. I like that kind of
Very nice.
scrumpter. Attucks' name is on Boston Massacre Memorial on the Common, along with the names of the others who died: Samuel Maverick, James Caldwell, Samuel Gray, and Patrick Carr, and an allegorical figure of victory. That's that display right up there, right? That's
the
a nice one.
54th Regiment.
Let me see.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
And I think they should rename Faneuil Hall to Crispus Attucks Hall. It makes sense. Attucks Hall. I'm with it. Oh, hi. That's so cute. I'm with it. I'm 100% with it. Well, I stand by that. A Worcester gangbanger who, oh yes, people.
Yeah.
Get into this.
Sit.
Y'all come on
Listen to
over
this.
here and read it. Tori, can you please, because I'm choking.
Yes, I will read it.
Get into this. This is the update on the young woman and her daughter who got killed in that spray of bullets.
Yeah. So we don't know if this is official word.
Mhm.
So let's preface by saying that we're not sure if this is official word, but this is a one theory that has come about what happened with that story with the woman and her daughter that were killed.
And this is taken from the Turtle Boy. So he does his own we all know that Turtle Boy be doing his own investigations and things like that. So this is the running story as of now.
So Worcester gangbangers who killed Chastity Nunez and daughter were looking for her brother who killed their friend 10 years ago. So this is the theory that's going on. Why would someone murder a 27-year-old mother and her 11-year-old daughter in broad daylight? That's the most obvious question people are asking in light of the heinous murder of Chastity Nunez and her daughter Zella in Worcester on Tuesday afternoon. The two were killed by Karel Mangual, who was arrested on Wednesday, and Dijon Belnavis, who remains at large. He's still at large through this weekend, right?
That one that looks, I don't want to say nothing about him because I don't want him to be accidentally turning into this show and then he see me because he looks dangerous.
He looks dangerous. In 2014, 18-year-old Robert Walker was killed at a party in Worcester after getting into a fight with a man named Gio Paredes. While the two of them were fighting, a man named Michael Ventura jumped in and struck Walker over the head with a bottle. After that, a man named Collage Nunez hit him with a bat and stabbed him in the buttocks. Collage is the brother of Chastity Nunez. So Collage. Walker died the next morning, and the two primary assailants pled guilty and were sentenced to 7 to 10 years in prisons. That would mean that Collage recently got out. As you can see in this 2015 photograph, Karel Mangual has a rest in peace Robert Walker tattoo on his forearm. So he's the one who has now been caught and accused of doing this shooting Chastity and Zella. Mangual and Belnavis are known gang members of the Kilby Street posse. Then there is the whole police report is there. Sources are reporting that it was a gang hit in retaliation for the almost 10-year-old killing of Robert Walker. Karel, who goes by Lalo, and Dijon, who goes by Doogie, reportedly demanded that Chastity tell them where her brother Collage could be found. But when she didn't give them what they wanted, they murdered her and her 11-year-old daughter. Dijon Belnavis is still at large. There's a certain code that even the biggest lowlifes are supposed to adhere to. You don't kill innocent women and children who aren't in the game. Let's hope that they find maggot number 2 soon and that the two of them get treated like the animals they are in prison. So that is the theory that Turtle Boy has come up with based on his own research of what may have happened there. That's a crazy, crazy story.
Because it doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, it's a crazy story.
Yeah.
But it does make sense.
Yeah.
If that is it, because I can't understand another reason or any other reason why somebody would fire 38 shots at a woman and her child sitting in a car, unless it was some type of gang initiation, gang retaliation, or mafia hit, because that doesn't make any sense.
Right. So I know we've all, questioned like why. It's good to have some kind of theory or some kind of background on what happened there. But of course, we're all going to be following this story very closely to see what we can find out about what is happening.
I wonder how close it is to the actual situation, because the police still haven't said anything.
Yeah.
They're still looking for the other guy that was there as well.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure what's going to happen with that whole thing.
So how did they know that these two people are the ones who did it? There was police, there was
Somebody,
camera or
no,
something?
there was a neighbor, somebody around. Got the license plate of the car.
Okay.
And they were able to trace the car of the of them. And I think I don't know, from there they found one, and then the other one had disappeared.
Okay.
So, like that, all of that is just, all that's not okay.
It's not.
It's really crazy.
Sad.
I was reading some of the comments.
Why is he reporting on it?
He reports on everything.
Everything.
He does like, one thing we can say about Turtle Boy is he does not discriminate against news, and he will do the research and figure out whether it be controversial or not. He gonna open it up. He's like a TMZ for Boston, almost, pretty much. He got all kind of police things and put together police friends, clearly. Although you don't got no police friends right now, right? I don't think the police like him too much.
Oh yeah,
because of the whole case. And what is going on with that?
There's still little pieces of everything that's coming on. I think the last that we read, they were trying to get her charges taken off. What do you call it? Based on I don't know, but that's a wild case. That case is wild. So we will, of course, we're keeping up to date with that too.
And all of you nice Boston artists that are out there who are muralists or some type of muralist, there's a call to artists. If you are good, that's close. There was a request for artists. If the city of Boston is searching for artists to create murals on other 2D artwork at 13 sites across 9 Boston public schools with a budget of approximately $720,000. I think that is now closed as of now.
Oh, is it closed? Oh, okay.
I just researched it.
Okay.
So that is what we have for our Around the Way news today. I do have a late breakfast question that I found yesterday that I think should be pretty cool for us to talk about after this. So we'll go to a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we will get into that. Spark FM Online, number 1 for urban and Caribbean music. We'll be right back.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
The only thing that does matter is great music, and you will find it here.
The all-new Spark FM.
Finally Home is a must-read, step-by-step guide that will equip any first-time home buyer with the knowledge they need to confidently make informed decisions. This book provides answers in simple and clear terms to most, if not all, of the questions you may have about credit, home ownership, and generational wealth. Finally Home equips the reader with the confidence to be engaged with the home buying process without feeling vulnerable or exploited. Tailor-made Real Estate Easy is not just a catchy hashtag. It is real estate agent and radio personality Taylor Andre's goal. A goal to simplify one of the most challenging processes you will go through as an adult. A goal to educate you properly on credit and teach you the strategies to finding the home of your dream. It is not just a good book or an easy read. It is the secret to a seamless home buying experience.
The war on drugs has harmed millions of people and disproportionately subjected Black and brown communities to criminalization and incarceration, disrupting access to resources, education, and support. To learn more about Massachusetts policies and programming ensuring the legal cannabis industry is equitable and positively impacts communities harmed by marijuana prohibition and enforcement, visit masscannabiscontrol.com/equity.
Want to give your baby a head start? Get the best protection against flu and COVID-19. Because their immune system isn't fully developed at birth, babies need additional protection. When you get vaccinated while pregnant, it can keep you and your baby from getting sick. As they get older, this can result in more time in school and daycare for them, and more productive time at work for you. Vaccines are safe and effective for children as they grow. No matter where you are on your pregnancy journey, flu and COVID vaccines can boost your and your baby's natural defenses and protect your family. Stay up to date with your vaccines. Stay healthy. Talk with your trusted healthcare provider today. Brought to you by the Boston Public Health.
The all-new Spark FM. Spark FM.
Come on.
Spark FM.
Yo, sugar man be ballin'. These chicks pigeon toed. Some of them be crawling.
Spark FM.
Oh gosh, it's me again.
New England's #1 urban Caribbean music. Radio. Spark FM.
Ooh. Spark FM online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music. We are back. Saucy and Friends in the morning. Rockstone Triz, Miss Tony B. Know it, your girl, Miss Hot Sizzling Sauce. We are in here, and it's time for our national news. Miss Tony. Actually, let's break it up a little bit. Let's get into the late breakfast question before we get into more news. Have a little fun time and see what you guys think about this. I saw this online yesterday, so it was not submitted to us, but I thought it was a good thing. Now that we have a lot of people in the room, shout out to all of you guys. If you're just tuning in right now, go ahead and continue to give it a share. And you're listening to Saucy and Friends. And here's our late breakfast question.
Hit that like button.
Hit it, like
and share.
Like and share. All right, so here's the situation. You loaned $3,000 to your friend last year, and since then, she has refused to pay you back.
I like this question already.
Which has really deteriorated your friendship. You asked her to just pay $1,000 back and forget the rest because you are currently in a financial crisis. Your friend then says that she can only get you $500 since that is all she has. You felt like you had no other option but to accept it. So you eventually gave her your account details to send the amount directly to your bank. You woke up the next morning, checked your account, and you had $5,000 in it. You kept staring at the screen in disbelief, but it was indeed $5,000. You grabbed your phone and found 73 missed calls from your friend, an additional 37 messages begging you to transfer back $4,500 since she only meant to send you $500 and mistakenly added an extra zero. What you are gonna do? What are you guys gonna do, friends? 1, send back $4,500. 2, take your full $3,000. Or 3, keep the entire $5,000. What would you do, friends? What would you do? Let's start with you,
Let's go
Tristan.
around the room.
What would you do, Tristan?
Me?
Just to break it down, you lent your friend $3,000.
That's it.
She ain't give it back to you at all yet.
My response.
You guys finally settled on $500 because you need money right now. You need the money now. You need something right now because you need the money. She decides that she ain't got it. She gonna send you $500, and by accident she sent you $5,000.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
What you doing, Tristan? What you doing?
Keeping it.
Keeping what? How much you keeping?
The whole 5.
You keeping the whole 5?
Whole 5.
Tristan wicked.
No, you wicked. You owe me $5,000. You told me you ain't got it.
You owe her
how much?
She owes.
She owes you $3,000. No,
$3,000.
$3,000. She sent $5,000 by accident.
I'm gonna send her the $2,000.
Okay. What about you, Miss Tony?
No, I'm gonna send the $2,000 back too.
I'm gonna send her $2,000 back. I thought it was fine.
Yeah, I'm sending her $2,000 back.
Yeah.
There was a lot of people was like, if I lend my friend money, then I lend my friend money, and if they don't get, girl, bye. Girl,
First
bye.
of all, never be me because I will never have $3,000 to lend to anybody. So that's the first of all. The second of all is no, then you're gonna get the $3,000 back. I mean, if we agree to it, I don't know. It depends on the situation.
Mm-hmm.
Explain to me why you lied.
Yeah.
First of all, and then whatever. And if it's
but
a
at
good
this
enough
point,
argument,
do you even want to be explained to? Because you've been.
What if she had the $5,000 because she was holding it for someone else, or she had a situation that was dire to her at the time that she needed it, whatever? Then okay, if it's a good enough explanation, then that's fine. But
that's fine that you're gonna do what?
Then
If it was a good explanation.
Then it was a good explanation, and maybe we can settle on $2,500 that you'll get back or whatever. You get back half of your money because you know what you owe me.
Yeah.
That's still giving you a cut on what you owe me.
Yep.
Or if you had a good enough reason, then whatever, then okay, I'll send it back to you. But when are you going to give me my money back? At least for now, I'm going to keep $1,000 because that's what we agreed on. And you need with a plan.
No, well, you last agreed on $500. Because you asked her for $1,000 and she said she didn't got it.
Well, no.
So then you guys settled at $400. You settled at $500. So you'll keep $1,000.
I'm gonna keep $1,000.
Everybody, people on Instagram says the same thing. Miss Tiffany said sending back $2,000.
And it's also been a year.
Yeah,
it's also been a year. I like what you brought up another thing just now that that wasn't in the thing. I think that I would be inclined to give back maybe half.
Yeah.
And so I'm gonna take a cut of $500 to help you out.
Yep.
But again, we have to remember that at this point you are now in a dire financial situation too, and you need your money. And it's been a year that you've been asking her now.
Yeah.
I think the friendship is technically over.
Yeah.
A little bit because you lied.
Right.
You big lied. You got a whole $5,000 and you settled with me for $3,000 on $500.
Yeah.
Nah. I would have. First of all, I would have never agreed to $500.
Never.
I would have never agreed to $500 on a $3,000 cap.
No.
Let's see. Mike Nice said you had my $3,000, so you pay up. Beverly said it's all mine. I saw a lot of those comments. I saw a lot of people in the where it was originally posted on one of those shade rooms or whatever. That a lot of people were like, "Oh, I'll give back. I'll just keep the 500 since that's what we agreed on, and I'm not a grimy person." I'm in a financial dire ship right now. I don't.
It's about the principle of the thing.
Yeah.
Like you don't ever ask me for nothing again. And yes, the friendship could technically be over or something like that. You don't do that.
Absolutely. But I do like your idea. It's definitely if the most generous I would be is to give back half.
Yeah.
I wouldn't take my 3,000. I would
Yep.
Falta 500.
Yeah.
But Falta, what am I Spanish? What else did you got? Anybody else had anything? Let me see. Let me read some of the other comments of it. Oh, I didn't write them on. But yeah, it was very interesting. I think there's a lot of things that are wrong with that in the first place.
Yeah.
It's been a year since you lent that person that money. You've been asking. Go ahead.
It shouldn't be a year and nothing. You know what I mean? Even if you had to do, this is all I can afford to give you weekly or monthly or whatever like that, but it should not be a year and nothing. That's just not okay. You're disrespecting our friendship at that point.
And then you don't lie to me. You don't lie to me and tell me you don't have it because I'm assuming that you don't have it and all you would have is this $500. And I strongly believe that if somebody doesn't have something, they can't give you something they don't have.
Right.
However, if you get it and you really just not giving it to me because you might need it yourself, I too need my money.
Yeah.
It's my money.
Yeah.
Like it was a loan and it's my money. So I don't understand.
My money and I want it now.
Exactly. So I don't understand why I would benefit you with your financial problems when I'm stuck in a financial crap too. If I don't got it, I don't got it. But if you mistake,
I owe my sister money now. But I'm holding on because we got plans.
I don't even know what it is, so I don't even. Child, I'm such an fine. If somebody owe me money right now, we might have to tussle.
Oh, you want it? I got it in my purse because I'm rich.
I'm rich. I'm rich, bitch.
Right. Rich.
While I'm over here suffering, sweating, you having.
I'll give you $2 on $600.
I'll give you $2. You lend me $1, and I'll give you no change.
Be the same.
Yeah, we got the same amount. Yeah, but a friendship. This is why a lot of people say is that you don't mix friendship and money.
Yeah,
you just don't do it. Like
I've heard a lot of people say like they don't lend money to friends; they just give money to their friends.
Yeah. And that's a lot of people said in the comment too. Like at this point. That was a gift. Yeah. At that point, I gotta take the L.
You know what's the worst for me? The worst is when you have a friend that when they ask you, it ain't nothing.
Yep.
But you ask them and they act like they just they's the worst because they never remember nothing. I got a friend right now who owe me $50. But if I was to ask him, let me $50, he gonna look at me crazy.
Yeah.
And he ain't never gave me money before.
Yeah, got it.
And I'm sure I spent enough money on that guy.
That's just how it is sometimes. Some people got and some people don't got. And some people are very generous and some people aren't. You know what I mean? Like if I got, whoever's around me got too. But there's a lot of people who just don't have that same mentality, you know? So if I'm eating, whoever's around me gonna eat too. That's just how I am.
And that's how it should be.
Yeah.
And you want to have that reciprocity with people where they feel the same way about you. Either way, if we together, like I hate when I be like, you want to go out? I ain't got no money. I didn't ask you if you had any goddamn money. Do you want to go out?
Yes. Also, this I'm never lending anybody over $1,000 without a contract.
Yes. That's smart too. Yes, a little crayon on a napkin or something like that. You got to give me money.
Something, because that's not okay, and that's just not okay.
Takes me back to my suing situation.
Yes,
if I'm being sued for $75 for a non-refundable deposit that somebody agreed to.
Yeah,
and came and benefited. But whatever. I gotta send that lady her money too.
When that is over, we're blasting that.
Oh yes, I'm blasting it now. Stinky kitties and doggies.
I mean,
this lady is sitting here. She is suing me for $75, not $100. I would have at least not insulted my intelligence and sued me for $100.
Yeah,
a cool $100. But $75 of a non-refundable deposit is crazy to me.
It's wild.
Yeah,
it's wild.
Boy, I tell you. Boy, I tell you.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's time for the national news. Miss Tony, what you got for us here on Spark FM Online?
Here on Spark FM Online?
Yes.
So what I have for you is this. This is what I have. First photo of Princess of Wales since surgery is retracted. Now they have been. What is going on?
She was missing, right?
She was in the hospital for a long, long time.
Yeah.
And then she came out.
They said she got a BBL.
And there's been all these theories about what happened to her while she was gone for all this time. And then since she came out, nobody was able to see her. So then the royals' whereabouts have been the topic of speculation nearly 2 months after her procedure. So she hasn't, she's been out, but we haven't seen her at all. And part of her job is to just be out. This is Prince William's wife, Kate Middleton. So the first photo of Kate, the Princess of Wales, since her abdominal surgery nearly 2 months ago was issued Sunday after weeks of speculation about her whereabouts. But the photo was later removed by the Associated Press and other news agencies because it appeared to be manipulated, fueling more conjecture.
Like Jamie Foxx.
Yeah.
Remember when Jamie Foxx was here and they was photoshopping all kind of pictures and stuff like them, and they was speculating all the things.
Have we seen him for real yet?
Yes, we have.
Oh, okay.
However, did they go through the same thing? Were they together?
The photo of Kate in a chair surrounded by her 3 children was credited to her husband, William, Prince of Wales, and heir to the throne, and was said to have been taken earlier in the week in Windsor, England. Thank you for your kind wishes and continued support over the last 2 months, Kate said on social media, wishing everyone a happy Mother's Day. The Associated Press initially published the photo, which was issued by Kensington Palace, but AP later retracted the image because at closer inspection, it appeared the source had been manipulated the image in a way that did not meet the AP's photo standards. The photo shows an inconsistency in the alignment of the Princess Charlotte's left hand. Yeah, they put her in that picture. You see it? But what's wrong with Charlotte's left hand?
Oh, this Charlotte.
Yeah,
this
Charlotte.
Baby.
Yeah.
What's wrong with her?
The photo shows an inconsistency in the alignment of Princess Charlotte's left hand.
Who's Charlotte?
The girl.
The girl?
Yeah.
I don't know your child.
The left hand look fine to me.
She look fine to me.
It's not an AI hand.
Yeah, because them AI hands be crazy.
Oh, but does she got a thumb?
She don't have to have a thumb. It's not showing a thumb in that picture.
I don't know. We got the news story. Let's listen to
this photo of Kate, the Princess of Wales, from their websites because the image appears to have been manipulated. The photo was supposedly the first of Kate since she had abdominal surgery in January. The picture was supposed to stop the rumors that had been swirling about her health. Now, some UK newspapers updated their front page stories about the photo. The Daily Mail added the headline, "This joyous Mother's Day snap was meant to be the reassurance we all needed, but has it backfired?" The Daily Telegraph writes, "Photo from Palace was doctored," says agencies. And the Times put the photo on the front page, circling the area in question that led the Associated Press and others to believe the image was doctored. Well, it was a record.
That's weird.
I'm moving on that foolishness.
Let me ask you guys something. In what world would I have noticed that photo enough to look at that little girl's hand and be like, I see inconsistencies.
It looks fine to me.
The hand looks fine to me.
Do people be scrutinizing pictures like that though?
Girl, I guess so. I guess in this day and age with AI and all the BBLs and everything, nobody knows what's real or not no more.
This is a deep fake.
I would say the little boy's finger looks crazy. Do you see his finger? The one with the sweater hair.
That right there. That looks crazy.
That hand looks crazy.
That do look crazy. But what's wrong with her hand? Ain't nothing wrong with that child hand. But look at this picture here, Tristan. Look. Go over here. Look.
Huh?
No, look over here. See, they did a photo. Where'd you put that? This one here.
Okay, do it.
What is it? What's this?
Show it big.
What is it doing?
What are you doing?
I don't see nothing.
It's not doing anything. Her hand looks crazy around the child's side.
Yeah, that don't make no sense. I don't know. You know, white people do the darndest
That
things.
does look like a weird. That does. The hand look weird.
The one that's around the child's side, but not the child's hand.
Because
That
how
look
could
like
she
a dead
stretch her
person hand.
eye? How could she stretch her hands out that wide?
Right. Well, that's what they should have said. It should have been something crazy about her hand. And why are they saying Happy Mother's Day?
Oh, because in there is Mother's Day in Europe.
Oh,
yes, they had.
okay.
I only know that because somebody else posted it.
Oh, because I was going to say that's crazy. That's what's crazy to me is that right there. But anyhow, back to what else I got to say. Nearly intact dinosaur skeleton has been found, and a Frenchman kept it secret for years.
This is
this says nothing for 2 years.
This is how Jurassic Park and them happen and come about because people just
he was trying to extract the DNA to put a little ball on top of his cane.
I do believe so.
Here's a guy who has no problem burying secrets because Frenchman Damien Bachetto's been sitting on an enormous one, dinosaur-sized literally, for nearly 2 years. The 25-year-old says he stumbled upon dinosaur bones back in May of 2022.
2 years ago.
Oh, yes, 2 years ago. No, it's more than that. No, it wasn't. It was 2 years ago. That was AI did that?
Mm-hmm.
Read the story, girl.
Wow. While he was walking his dog in the forest near his hometown of Creusy in southern France. The thing is, Damien didn't just find 1 or 2 giant bones. He unearthed a nearly intact 70-million-year-old skeleton of a titanosaur.
The Earth been around that long?
Yes, girl. Damien told France Bleu the discovery was totally dumb luck. He said, while walking the dog, I landslided on the edge of the cliff, exposed the bones of various skeletons. Oh, wow. Look
How
at
did
that.
he only happen to find it himself?
But it's inside of a rock. How did he find it? As for why he kept relatively silent about his amazing treasure, he said he wanted to give paleontologists time to excavate the entire skeleton before the site was overrun with pillagers and dinosaur enthusiasts. The fossil is now on display at the Creusy Museum. Wow.
Let's look at it. Do they give him money for
dinosaur skeleton. Local media reports the 10-meter-long fossil was found in 2022. Look at the size of that. An amateur paleontologist spotted an exposed bone while walking with his dog in a forest.
Museum officials excavated and determined it was a titanosaur, or a long-necked dinosaur, connected from its hind skull to its tail. The paleontologists called the discovery extraordinary.
That's a big bone.
That's a big bone.
That is a big bone. That's what she said.
Boom, chicka, pow, wow. Boom, boom, chicka,
What would you do if
wow.
you discovered a dinosaur bone?
I would be so excited.
I wouldn't know.
Me either. Me
I'd be like, oh,
look at this big bone.
Oh, wow.
And another one.
Take a picture of it, put it on Snapchat, and
Wow.
keep on walking.
And keep walking. But he described a whole Titanosaurus. And apparently the Titanosaurus is the one that they used to use in the Flintstones and them to excavate when they was working in the yard over there.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Nearly a suspect in New York City subway attack that left women's feet severed.
Tell me how.
was arrested in violent 2017 home invasion. What? The suspect has been convicted of stabbing a mom and threatening her child. He's an all-around bad hombre. A 35-year-old man arrested on suspicion of pushing his girlfriend onto the New York City subway tracks, causing both her feet to be severed by an incoming train, has been imprisoned for attacking a woman and threatening to hurl her child off a fire escape during a 2017 home invasion.
What is going on?
What happened there?
What's his problem?
That was a
he
mouthful.
Hasn't been put down?
Why hasn't he been taken out?
These are two different situations.
Two different situations. He just pushed the girl off the train Saturday morning.
Oh.
Christian Valdez was arrested following the Saturday morning domestic violence attack at the Fulton Street subway station in Lower Manhattan. Valdez, who listed his address as a woman's homeless shelter in Brooklyn, was captured around 9:30 p.m. in Lower Manhattan, about 11 hours after the subway station attack, according to the police report. The suspect has been charged with attempted murder and felony assault. The incident unfolded around 10:30 a.m. Saturday during an argument on the Fulton Street subway station platform.
One thing I'm not going to do is have an argument at a train station in New York.
I'm not going on the train in New York, period. Further investigation determined that the female was pushed onto the tracks by a 35-year-old male after they engaged in a domestic dispute. The 29-year-old victim, whose name was not released, was struck by a southbound number 3 train. The woman was taken to Bellevue Hospital, where she was listed in stable condition. New York NYPD officers called for the station, found the victim unconscious and responsive with injuries to her legs after being struck by the train. Both of her feet had been amputated by the train. Valdez was awaiting arraignment in Manhattan criminal court Sunday afternoon. Information on whether he has hired an attorney and has been appointed one was not immediately available. Valdez is the same man who was arrested in September of 2017 for breaking into an apartment in the city's Bronx borough, stabbing a woman who lived there, and attempting to throw her 3-year-old daughter off a fire escape. During the 2017 attack, authorities said the mother tried to get away from Valdez by climbing onto a third-floor fire escape with her youngest daughter, but Valdez followed her and struck her with a glass bottle before wrestling the child away. When the victim tried to take her daughter back, Valdez allegedly threatened to throw the girl over the railing. A Good Samaritan rushed to the rescue after hearing the commotion and seeing the suspect threatening the child. The Good Samaritan said he threw vases and other household items at Valdez before a second neighbor also intervened and grabbed the child from the suspect. I kicked the door open, I ran in, and I went to the fire escape, said the Samaritan, who didn't want to be identified. I told him, let her go, let her go. Valdez was convicted in 2020 of second-degree attempted assault stemming from the Bronx attack. Why did it take 3 years?
Why did it take 3 years, and why they let him out?
Why?
What did he do to deserve to be let out?
He was sentenced to 8 years in prison, according to the court records, but he was released from the Sing Sing Correctional Facility on January 9th of 2023, according to records. He was on parole at the time of Saturday's attack.
Why was he? How come he was sentenced to 8 years and released after 3?
Good behavior and informing, probably.
Good behavior.
Good behavior from this rat bastard. What is the word for him? He's a monster. What is his problem? They need to go lay him on the third track.
They sure do.
Lay him down on the third track. 9 people dead and 78 others hospitalized after eating sea turtle. Because why they do that for? After eating sea turtle meat on Zanzibar's Pemba Island. 8 children and an adult died after eating sea turtle meat on Pemba Island and Zanzibar Archipelago, and 78 other people were hospitalized. Sea turtle
How
meat,
many died?
8 children and 1 adult.
From eating sea turtle?
Sea turtle.
This is what, y'all got to stop eating everything from the earth and from the sea. It says it in the Bible. Y'all got to stop doing that.
You never had little sea turtle?
No.
I've seen a sea turtle dissected in Honduras before.
You ate it?
I will never forget that sight. The turtle took up the whole table, and they was gutting it, and I saw all the intestines and everything.
Did you eat it?
No, I didn't eat it.
Because that's all I wanted to know.
No, didn't eat it.
I mean, I saw them slaughter a cow in Honduras one time
on the beach.
And I think we ate that meat that night. And it was hard for me to do because I was like, oh my God.
It's very fresh.
This cow It was very tender and fresh.
beef, yeah.
It was fresh. Nice. And I mean, it was just like this cow moved at me a few minutes ago. It was crazy. It was very hard.
Sprawled. I remember. I don't even remember the day. I don't remember anything else except that strung up cow.
Yes, they are like. Why did they do that in front of us like that? I don't know. Sea turtle meat is considered a delicacy by Zanzibar's people, even though it periodically results in deaths.
No.
From
I don't want to eat the delicacy that results in death periodically. I don't want it.
Toxism, a type of food poisoning. The adult who died late Friday was the mother of one of the children who succumbed earlier. He said the turtle meat was consumed on Tuesday. Bakari said the Associated Press that laboratory tests had confirmed all the victims had eaten sea turtle meat. Bakari was in Africa.
Yeah.
It was in Africa. Authorities in Zanzibar, which is semi-autonomous region of the East African nation,
the kind of sea turtle they eat
Tanzania.
I don't think you're supposed to eat that kind of sea turtle.
Oh God, my stomach is not able to handle any of this stuff that we're talking about today. In November of 2021, 7 people, including a 3-year-old child, died in Pemba after eating turtle meat, while 3 others were hospitalized.
I mean, but they eat all kind of iguana meat and all kinds of stuff. So I'm guessing this is the same thing.
Alligator, kangaroo, y'all be eating. You ever seen? There's look up Nutra. It's a delicatessen in New Orleans. Nutria.
How you spell that?
It's a muskrat. It's a rodent.
Gigantic rodent.
It's a rodent.
Yes, and it is a delicacy that they serve in Louisiana. It's a swamp rat.
No.
And it's giant.
Let me tell you what I'm never gonna eat, and I don't care how delicate essence or escabeche it is. I'm not eating a sea rat.
Swamp rat. Not even sea rat.
Swamp. I'm not eating anything that has a rat attached to it.
Do you see the teeth on that?
It looks like.
Not even ratatouille?
Oh, God, no. No. Anyways.
The teeth look like 2 walnuts.
Oh, God. It's so awful. I can't take it. Anyhow, that's what happened to those people.
Swamp rat.
Miss World, I'm going to save that last story, because that's definitely WTF, because that's crazy. Russell Wilson has agreed to Russell Wilson plans to sign with the Pittsburgh Steelers. So that is news.
He's only doing a 1-year contract. And there's a whole bunch of theories around that why, but he just got let go. Is this a good thing, you sportsers?
Yeah, tell me what
is this a good thing that he is? He's a good quarterback, right?
I thought so. Is it because he's getting older? Is that why they're treating him this way?
I don't know. We did, however, trade Mac Jones, and everybody seems to be very excited about that. Yeah,
who do we have now?
They're gonna find somebody now. But
why didn't we get Russell Wilson?
Maybe he's old. I don't know.
Imagine that, Russell Wilson here playing for the black coach.
Oh my!
And then Ciara and his wife could be best friends. And then that would have been so cool.
And then I would be their friend somehow by osmosis.
I was gonna get in there.
Yes, somehow we were gonna hang out.
Russell Wilson's first NFL stop was phenomenal, as he played at a near Hall of Fame level for the Seattle Seahawks. Then Wilson's 2 seasons with the Denver Broncos went so poorly, it will go down among the worst trades and contracts in NFL history. We'll see what the third act brings. Wilson announced on social media Sunday that he plans to sign with the Pittsburgh Steelers, confirming multiple media reports. Terms of the deal were not announced, but ESPN's Adam Schefter reported it was a 1-year deal in which the Broncos will also be paying $38 million of Wilson's 2024 salary.
$38 million?
$38 million for 1 year.
Is $38 million it's not a lot of money, huh?
I don't know. I know that baseball players make a lot more than football players.
Yeah, they make like triple digit millions.
So $38 million is not a lot to a baseball player. But to this guy, $38 million for 1 year, though? That sounds like a lot.
I wonder why, because baseball's such a, such a slow pace.
It's such a long sport.
So long, and it's not a lot of action.
Yeah.
It's more so you hit the ball, now you hit the ball, now you run, now you catch it, and you hit the ball. Like, where are we here?
Yeah, so it says the Steelers didn't have a lot of salary cap space, but that wasn't a problem with Wilson because the Broncos owe him a large 2024 salary. Remember, that was like how much? $87 million, I think he's supposed to be getting from the Broncos, even though they cut him. And because of offset language, Wilson could sign for the veteran minimum with his new team. It's a good fit for both sides. It's a nearly risk-free acquisition for the Steelers and a chance for Wilson to change his legacy again.
Yeah, I wonder why it's only a 1-year contract.
Yeah.
It's just a testimony, like on probation almost. Like, let's see if you do good, and if not, then we'll extend it some more.
Yeah.
And how old is Russell Wilson?
He's at 40s.
Like 37?
Oh, is he?
I don't know.
I thought he was 40. 35.
He's
35.
young.
Yeah.
He's a child.
Yeah, good enough to get another shot at age 35. Also, so he's 35. 35. Wow. He's a young man.
Yeah.
He younger than you, Tris?
Yeah.
Baseball has no salary cap and football contracts aren't guaranteed.
Uh-huh.
Thank you, Snyder.
Thank you, Schneider, for the information that you give us. Miss World 2024 crowned Trinidad and Tobago. Ashay Abraham in the top 4.
But she did end up winning.
She won?
She won. She won Miss World.
No. Kristina Paskaskova of Czech Republic is the 71st Miss World.
No, they split it up then because Trinidad did win something.
Lebanon's Yasmina was named the runner-up in a stunning display of beauty and grace. Trinidad and Tobago's Ashay Abrams secured a coveted spot in the top 4 of the Miss World competition. So she did win something.
She won one of the top regions.
One of the
so
top
it was 4
yeah.
different regions of the world: Africa and the Americas, and she won the Americas and the Caribbean.
Okay, and who's the other girl that's there in the top 4?
There was one for Asia and Oceania and Europe. So it's for Africa, then the Americas and the Caribbean, Asia and the Oceania, and then Europe. So TNT won for Americas and the Caribbean.
You go, girl.
That's our sister.
Which one is she?
She's this little one right here.
Oh, the last one over here on the side. Oh, she is cute.
She's cute. She looks like a little Barbie.
She looks like a little black Indian. And who's this one? Who's the second? Who's the other little black girl?
She must be for Africa.
For Africans. And
that's
things.
racist.
Oh, there she go.
Because I wouldn't assume that the black one would be for Africa, but there are some nice white people from Africa as well. They just happen to be white African.
Let's see her, Triz.
She right there on the thing. This is her right there. Hi, girl. Hey, cousin. How you doing?
What up? Here with all these incredible women, and thank you so much, Miss World, for giving me this opportunity and this platform to continue my advocacy and be the change that we need in the world.
Oh, that's nice. Big shout out to her.
That is nice.
Yeah.
Finn says that 35 is old for football. Just to go back to the Russell Wilson story. She's a very pretty girl.
Yeah, she is gorgeous.
Wow. Very pretty.
Very
nice.
gorgeous.
I like that. And then this last W.
I said she needs some children.
Just I can't wait until you start making kids because they're going to be some really nice looking children.
Kids, yeah.
Really nice looking children.
One of them names is going to be Daniel.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
And then this very last story, this is our WTF story for the day.
Oh,
Listen to this headline. 2 arrested after a cleaner finds 2 dead infants in glass bottles in a vacated Hong Kong apartment.
Oh.
What?
How'd they put them there?
What happened? How did they do that? Authorities said an autopsy would be conducted to try to determine the ages of the babies and whether they were dead at birth. So a cleaning person found 2 dead baby boys in glass bottles in the living room of a vacated apartment in Hong Kong on Saturday. A man and a woman believed to be the parents have been detained. The bottles were 30 centimeters tall. How tall is that?
Oh, I can't.
Yeah, what kind of what is? They was just chilling in there, like when you go to like weird science and they got eyeballs in a glass and have 2 infants in a glass, just chilling.
So 30 centimeters is equal to 11.811 inches.
So that don't help me.
I mean, it's like it's only like this big.
Because not a full foot.
No, it's not. No, and the bodies had no obvious signs of injury. They said the autopsy would be conducted to try to determine the ages of the baby and whether they were dead at birth. A 24-year-old man and a 22-year-old woman were detained on suspicion of illegal disposal of bodies. Huang said the pair lived in the apartment and are believed to be a couple. The landlord sent the cleaning person to the apartment Friday after the tenants had moved out. Hong Kong broadcasters reported the bodies were soaked in liquid and kept in bottles.
My question is
What's bottle? What's a bottle?
Yeah, like what's a bottle? And my thing is like, okay, so my theory is that the girl had the babies and then they were stillborn perhaps.
Okay.
When does our mind shift to putting them in bottles filled with liquid? Like when do we get there? How does that
What was the liquid?
suffice?
And then why did you leave them there when you moved out?
Yeah.
Just chilling in the living room.
You didn't think anybody would find them?
What would you do if you walked into clean a place and you saw 2 babies?
I'd walk right out.
I wouldn't walk anywhere. I would die.
Yeah, pass right out. Yeah, no, that doesn't. People do the darnest things. I think craziness is prevalent in the world.
What do you think they had postpartum craziness?
And maybe they wanted to preserve them, and they thought that the liquid was formaldehyde, and that maybe they would have them as.
Yes.
But they moved out and left him there.
I don't know.
They moved out and left him. Anyways, that's what it is. That's the news that I have.
But of course, it would be in China.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's also all the news is so gross today.
Yeah, it is.
Was that racist?
The Grudge Part 3.
Yes.
I don't know if it's racist, Tristan. I don't know if it's racist because this is not uncommon. You know, it's not a thing that we'd be like, oh my shocked. Like if it happened somewhere in like
The Grudge Part.
in like Newton, we would be like, oh my God, what?
Yeah.
In China, you'd be like,
oh, it's China.
Yeah. China do the darndest things. With that said, we're going to go to a quick commercial break and we'll get back to you guys with our entertainment news. And it is quite entertaining. So keep it locked right here. Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music. Be right back.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Let's start with the big question.
The all-new Spark FM.
Want to give your baby a head start? Get the best protection against flu and COVID-19. Because their immune system isn't fully developed at birth, babies need additional protection. When you get vaccinated while pregnant, it can keep you and your baby from getting sick. As they get older, this can result in more time in school and daycare for them, and more productive time at work for you. Vaccines are safe and effective for children as they grow. No matter where you are on your pregnancy journey, flu and COVID vaccines can boost your and your baby's natural defenses and protect your family. Stay up to date with your vaccines. Stay healthy. Talk with your trusted healthcare provider today. Brought to you by the Boston Public Health.
JP Morgan Chase is making a global commitment to break down barriers to drive inclusive economic growth all over the world. We believe there is a pressing need to help more people move up the economic ladder. That is why we are investing in communities and people to create an economy that works for all, because no community should be left behind. Right here in Boston, we're focusing that work in Dorchester, Roxbury, and Mattapan, among other neighborhoods, on improving financial health. These efforts aim to address the key drivers of the racial wealth divide head on. We're here to empower individuals, families, and small businesses by connecting them to the tools that build generational wealth and a long-lasting legacy. Chase is investing in Boston. Chase is investing in you. Visit us at the Mattapan branch at 1617 Blue Hill Avenue, where the team is waiting to help.
Finally Home is a must-read step-by-step guide that will equip any first-time homebuyer with the knowledge they need to confidently make informed decisions. This book provides answers in simple and clear terms to most, if not all, of the questions you may have about credit, homeownership, and generational wealth. Finally Home equips the reader with the confidence to be engaged with the home buying process without feeling vulnerable or exploited. Tailor-made Real Estate Easy is not just a catchy hashtag. It is real estate agent and radio personality Taylor Andre's goal. A goal to simplify one of the most challenging processes you will go through as an adult. A goal to educate you properly on credit and teach you the strategies to finding the home of your dream. It is not just a good book or an easy read. It is the secret to a seamless home buying experience.
Boston's new home for urban Caribbean music. Spark FM. Spark FM. Playing all your favorite hits from reggae. Spark FM.
Where you are gonna see your million. We got it gon' go long just like the Amazon.
Spark FM.
I do the life you know easy. Won't say we are for win, yeah. Walk with the camera like Jesus.
Soca.
No one understand away.
Hip hop.
Yeah, we on and we going crazy.
R&B.
With me, you could do damage. You could do damage.
Afrobeats and much more. Spark FM. Spark FM.
My hair, it don't move. My hair, it don't move. It don't move. My hair, it don't move. You hear what I'm telling you? My hair, it don't move. My hair, it don't move. My hair, my hair, it don't move. Yo.
We ain't heard from her ever since, huh?
She had her whole 15 minutes of phase and flays. What is it? 15 minutes of fame, and then she unloosened her hair. And she didn't have nothing to go on. Did we get into this fact that it's time for entertainment news? Did we talk about the fact that Drea Michelle is pregnant with that 21-year-old little boy?
He's 22.
He's 22, and she's what, 38? 38.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's a big time. She's the same age as he's the same age as her son, they said.
She has a son?
Yeah, she has a son
nasty.
already.
That's
you got to
okay.
be at least old enough to be my child's father.
Who's this girl?
Yeah.
I don't know what she does.
Drea was
Basketball
basketball wife. She was a
Okay.
basketball girlfriend, and she's a
model.
She's one of those.
Yeah.
You know, one of those
Instagram
bad bitches.
influencers. She's a sexy girl.
Yeah.
But now she's pregnant with a young boy's baby.
A baby child's baby.
He's 22 years old.
Yeah.
And her baby's father is Kyle Kuzma. And
how old is she?
Oh no, she's expecting Jalen
38.
Green. Jalen Green.
Yeah.
Wow, she got a baby by a 21-year-old.
Jalen Green, and we got Jalen Brown.
We got Jalen
colors of Jalen. Not the NBA.
Jalen Brown is dating Bernice Burgos.
Yeah,
the old girl.
She's old.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But she's not old. She's like 39 or something like that.
Maybe that's the thing. You know? Hey,
I
still
Is that
got a
okay?
chance.
Is that okay?
No. That's grooming. I don't believe in it. I don't believe that you should be dating somebody who's 22 years old.
No, absolutely not. Because what's the age difference? 16 years.
16 years.
I mean, that's not so bad. What's the youngest you would date?
I'm 40, so 38.
I thought you was gonna say I'm 40, so 45.
41. I'm not dating. Absolutely not. Give me the geriatrics. I'm old. Old and
this 30-year-old hit me up the other day and was very, very adamant and serious. And I was like,
I think after your 20s, I think that is when the age difference doesn't matter anymore.
I don't know. 30 seems very juvenile to me.
I mean, yeah, but like at 30, you a grown ass man or woman. Yeah. At 20, you still in your adolescent phases. So I don't believe that, 20s, especially like below 25, that's a teenager.
Yeah.
Their frontal lobe has not connected yet. It is not there. So her having a child with somebody 2 years out of college is wild to me.
True. That's true.
You know, like that's just crazy. But to each their own.
Yeah.
As long as he's legal, I guess. Old enough to pee, old enough for me. I don't know.
And he rich. What does them boys used to say? After 12 is lunch.
Yes. Jesus Christ.
Stupid. Hate him. Should have known.
That's still nasty though, and I don't like it.
It is nasty. It's disgusting.
Y'all gotta stop.
Yeah.
Yesterday, we'll get into the Oscars later. So Elon Musk whines about the woke Oscars. I don't care about Elon Musk. He's a person I don't care for.
They said the people was trolling him hard for all of the foolishness he was talking about.
Because he's so like Elon Musk is like so. I don't want to just call him racist. It's a different kind. Like he really just feels like. I don't even know what it is. It might be a good thing.
Anglo-Saxon.
Why doesn't he just shut up?
He's an Anglo-Saxon.
He's
Anglo-Saxon Caucasian.
He's African. He's from South Africa.
He said winning an Oscar now just means you won the woke contest. Why? Because what does me being in a movie about the nuclear bomb?
Does he understand what woke means?
No, he does. No white people understand what woke means. They have no idea. Woke to them means black.
Oh.
And it's funny because, like if you get into these conversations with these people, the first thing they're gonna throw out is woke, and they'll be like, but that's what you use to describe white people or people who, black people, or white people that like black people.
Right.
So what are you guys actually saying?
He's stupid. What are the people trolling him saying?
So he's saying winning it. Also, Musk is in a post shared prior to the award show start time. Initially wrote that an Oscar win meant you were the best Quisling, before editing his take to instead call the ceremony a woke contest. He went on to react to a post about diversity, equity, and inclusion rules for the Oscars, where an ex-user claimed that DEI makes the award show less about merit and good movies. But what bothers me is that overall, the awards go to the white people.
Right.
And the black people, overwhelmingly.
Right.
The black people are still in a small minority of those winners. So how is it that because a black person wins, all of a sudden, and it's the same thing across the board with any of these DEI initiatives. The old dry white man that's suing the black girls for having a black girl ventures, talking about is discriminating against white women and white men. Overwhelmingly, we only receive 0.2% of the contracts and VC funding. So how is it that when one black person wins, now it's a woke contest?
That's so crazy.
Elon Musk is too smart to be such an idiot.
No, that's the problem is that he's
sad.
Somebody said, sounds like someone didn't get invited to the cool parties.
Exactly. It's just, come on, Elon Musk. You got too much money to be in poor people business.
Right. Yeah. What do you
mind your rich ass business?
Yeah. And you know what? And that's what it is with Elon Musk. I just really feel like you always talking about stuff that ain't got nothing to do with you. You got rich people problems. What are you doing down here? Go away.
Somebody else said, everyone who ever told me this guy was smart owes me $500. I don't care if I know you personally or not. You effing owe me $500 for saying this guy was smart.
I agree with that. I completely agree because he's good at putting electronics together that makes him smart.
Troy does not agree with Teslas at all. So I don't.
Somebody said, "Good grief, you're annoying. Get a dog."
Exactly.
Or something.
He sounds like he has a lot of time on his hands and nothing to do. So he sits on X that he bought that is failing and sits there and talks trash all day because there's nothing for him to do. You're the richest man in the world. Go get in one of those self-driving Teslas and just let it drive you off somewhere.
Drive you off a cliff. I think that Elon Musk is just looking for attention. He's attention seeking. He must not have gotten a lot of attention when he was younger. And
so he was now he's all these people,
and
all
so
these
now
guys.
so now he's just looking for any kind of attention. And these people who need attention, negative attention is good enough. So that's awful. He sucks.
And weird. This girl's weird. I love her. Doja Cat deletes her Instagram. Weirdo. I just feel like it's getting to be too much. Doja Cat has deleted her Instagram after sending a post that detailed her reasons for abandoning the app. The Paint the Town Red MC took to her social media site and she said, "Hey, I'm going to deactivate because I'm not really feeling this anymore. You guys take care of yourselves. I'm like coming here to find inspo and see people being creative, but I just feel like this is getting to be too much. The way I'm spoken to on here and treated makes me have effed up thoughts. Please watch how you talk to and about people on the internet." Ain't this the same Doja Cat
who stay cussing everybody out online all the time?
All the time. Yeah. Doja Cat she seems like a very fun person. She doesn't feel like a very nice person.
Yeah.
She reminds me of like what's our good friend?
Vicky Vegas.
No.
Ooh,
the talk show lady.
Wendy Williams.
Yeah. She reminds me of a Wendy Williams-esque type of person. Not too much likable, but very talented and goodable. I don't know how to explain it. Like you could take her or you can leave her.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. I know what you're saying, and it sounds complicated, but I agree with that. Doja Cat just like, I don't know. You gotta take the good with the bad when you decide to do the things that you do. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So she sounds like she's a little unhinged too, though.
Mhm.
There's a lot of unhinged people in the world.
There is, and I think that Doja Cat came out weird.
Yeah.
And she's gonna go out weird.
Yeah.
And I think that people just need to accept Doja Cat for who she is.
Yeah, and
it's
I'm
weird.
sure that she will be back soon.
It's a weirdo.
Yeah.
Super weird.
Soon she's gonna be back.
Vanessa Hudgens is pregnant with her first child.
OMG.
I remember when she had the most followers on Instagram.
MySpace.
No, Instagram. Was
Oh.
it? No, Instagram. Around the time that it first came out, she was
Uh-huh.
like leading over all the other celebrities. And I used to be like,
Where has she been?
why.
Has she been doing anything?
I don't think so.
Think I've seen Vanessa
I don't
Hudgens
think so.
anywhere.
Speaking of Vanessa Hudgens, that has nothing to do with her. 911 starts back on Thursday.
Yes.
And that's going to be good. Because who's in there? Jennifer Love Hewitt?
Yes.
She's a big breast.
Was she pregnant a lot of the season?
I don't know, but she was rather
round and voluptuous.
Yeah,
and it was like, all right, Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Yeah.
Is she the one that's married to Freddie Prinze Jr.?
I was gonna say, who's this? Who's this Vanessa Hudgens?
Vanessa Hudgens is one of those Disney girls. One of those Disney girls that grew up to be big and be. She like them other ones. You know the one. You know them.
We'll get into a couple of them. We'll get into the Oscars after, so that leaves John Cena and his naked behind out there. Soulja Boy claims that he made $17,000 in one day.
Go, Soulja Boy, go.
One day on TikTok Live. So I don't know why that story is in here, but Soulja Boy has claimed to do everything. So I believe him.
I believe he did it.
Whatever. It's Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy can do everything. Soulja Boy has done it all.
Has done and will do everything.
And he will continue to do it.
Yeah.
There's an Atlanta, for us ladies out here who like a little brown and like a little pedicure. There is an Atlanta spa that has gone viral after offering Hennessy pedicures to customers.
What that mean?
Let me bring it up for you. Let me put it in the stories. I just saw that flash by again, and I was reading about this earlier. It's at the bottom there, Tristan.
What is the Hennessy pedicure?
Let me tell you all about it, Miss Tony.
Oh, wow.
Will you be interested?
I don't know.
A nail spa in Atlanta, Georgia is gaining attention after its Hennessy pedicure service trended on social media. According to Complex, the liquor giant took to X, formerly known as Twitter, and reacted to Buckhead's signature nails viral clip on Wednesday. Mm-hmm. The viral video shows a woman getting a fancy experience, which included having Hennessy drizzled over her feet. The woman shared her experience getting a 24K gold pedicure at the nail spa, but the hen stole everyone's attention. The content creator began the video by saying, "Atlanta, have you ever had a back massage or a mobile bar with signature drinks and snacks while getting a pedicure? I actually have. I have a unique experience for you here at Buckhead Signature Nails." She continued. They have the 24-karat gold pedicure where they put some gold flakes on your legs. Doesn't do anything, but I guess you get them on there, where they actually put the gold on your feet and it feels amazing. She added they give back massages. They have jelly petty hair, and I highly recommend this unique experience here. It is like no other. They are the biggest nail shops in Atlanta. Social media immediately began to drag the new beauty practice. One user commented, "Atlanta be trying to squeeze Hennessy and mimosas in everything," and that is true. In addition, others expressed that it was a waste of money.
Yeah.
One user wrote, $25 worth of liquor, probably $90 service.
Yep.
Americans eat up a good scam.
Yeah.
And someone quipped, "Pour Hennessy in my pedicure water, and I'm flipping all that ish over."
No, seriously, because what are you doing that for? Because Hennessy is so strong and abrasive to me. I don't want to grow no hair on my toes the way Hennessy make me grow hair on my chest.
I remember and it's funny because up until 2 summers ago, I think I was a strong Hennessy drinker.
Yes, very strong.
And I remember the first time I had Hennessy is when we went to New York and we met up with
Kyle and them.
No, it was before that. We met up with somebody's auntie.
Merle.
Merle's auntie. And we went to go see Lyrical.
Okay.
And Lyrical was waiting in line with us to get into the club. This is before Lyrical had busted up. And she had given me Hennessy. And I knew then that hair had grown on my chest.
Yes.
I knew it for a fact that is what had happened to me.
Hennessy is harsh.
It is. It is for adults only.
Yes, and tough women.
I'm a tough girl. Now I drink a little
I don't
glass
understand why you would do that. Like, that's silly.
Because what's the point of that?
Yeah.
What is the defining properties in Hennessy that you'd want to pour it over your toes?
Yeah, that's what Luanda said. No, thank you. What did Henny do for my feet?
Yeah, it don't. Would it take the rust off?
It exfoliate rust?
Yeah, not rust. What is it? You know when your feet is rough?
Callus?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why your feet get so rough like that on the bottom sometimes?
Exactly, when you have your feet in socks, though.
Yeah.
In socks, walking around and your feet get so rough. That's so disturbing.
Pull your foot up on the blanket and be like, oh, that's crunchy.
Yeah, or like grab the blanket. Damn, that's terrible. I'm going to go get my feet done. That's what I'm going to do.
Same. I took off my sock last night and I said, oh, wow.
Shut up, Pastor Troy. Some want her toes pretty and heel back hard and own away.
That's me.
Oh, dang.
My toes is pretty.
Just at her. Don't throw strays at the rest of us.
That's wild. That's
rude.
wild.
Need a little lotion. That's it.
You need cream.
Cream. Bad Bunny sues a fan over posting live concert footage online. You should have put him in the bag, Bad Bunny.
What do you mean by that?
Bad Bunny is taking a fan to court for sharing footage from his concert last month without authorization. TMZ reported that the Puerto Rican superstar is suing Eric Guillermo Mondralo Garon. They didn't have to put that man's whole name in there. That's 5 names. Eric Guillermo Madronal Garon for uploading recordings of a February concert in Salt Lake City, Utah. Unlike many fans in attendance who shared clips from the show on social media, the defendant posted high-quality, full song performances on his YouTube channel.
Not HQ.
You can't do that.
That's crazy.
The rapper and singer claims to own the rights to his shows, so he initially issued a takedown on the platform, citing the Digital Millennial Copyright Act, since he never granted Caron permission to share lengthy videos from it. I mean...
But was it on the ticket that you could not record the show? Or did they say it throughout the show that you can't record?
I'm pretty sure, because the video's down now.
In addition to him taking on the clips, he wants $150,000 each for each post or any suffered damages that can be quantified in court. As of now, all the videos in question have been removed from Mad for Live Music, except the orchestral intro that kickstarted the show. Check it out below. You know, I'm just saying, I feel like that's a little, you got to use your discretion.
Yeah.
You posting a couple of Snapchat or little Instagram shorts of a concert is different than you posting somebody's whole song in HD camera with your super camera.
Yeah.
You know, you took a filming of the show and you're not supposed to do that.
I agree, but all of that $100,000, like bring it to light and
just take it down,
and embarrass him. But you don't gotta
take him for his money.
Yeah, he ain't got it. Obviously.
For other legal matters in the music space, a judge recently ordered Dash to sell his shares of Rock. This is what the hell does Damon Dash got to do with this?
That's
but Damon Dash has refused to pay back $823,000 judgment to movie producer John Weber for the 2016 film Dear Frank. That's crazy. That's a lot of money you got to pay back.
Damon Dash owe a lot of money, huh?
And a lot of things.
Yeah,
Damon Dash went out bad.
He did. He's down bad.
Yeah, I'm sorry for that. And let's get into the Oscars because that's the last thing we have to think about. And I don't know if a lot of you guys watched it. My father happened to watch that whole thing yesterday. And all the pre-shows as well.
Was he bored?
I think he was bored. Yeah, he wasn't doing too well. But I learned a lot about all these actors from watching TV with Daddy yesterday.
Tell us
about, just about the different actors that were up for like best pictures. They did a little background history of where they got started and stuff like that. What's his name won his first Oscar? Oscars 2024 winners list. Oppenheimer leads with 7 awards, followed by Emma Stone's Poor Things. I gotta watch this Oppenheimer.
Yeah, me too.
The 96th Academy Award aired live on ABC on Sunday with comedian Jimmy Kimmel back as host for the 4th time. Oppenheimer went into the ceremony with the most nominations this year at 13 and left with 7 wins, including Best Picture. Poor Things had the second most wins with 4 total, including Best Actress for Emma Stone.
Never heard of Poor Things.
Me either. Never miss a. Let me see. So Best Picture went to Oppenheimer. Best Actress went to Poor Things, Emma Stone. Best Actor, Cillian Murphy for Oppenheimer. Cillian. Best Supporting Actress, Divine. I'm going to get to the black ones. Robert Downey Jr., that's who it was. He won Best Supporting Actor.
This was his first one?
This was his first one.
Really?
And
I thought he won when he played the black guy in the
Tropical
Army movie.
Thunder?
Yeah.
No.
First of all, he didn't win. That was
blackface. That is racist.
It's not racist. That was the
wasn't.
funniest
It
movie
was amazing.
ever.
His performance was amazing.
Ever. And I thought he would have won for something like that because it was great acting. He did really good job. But
this is Iron Man, right?
And yeah, it is Iron Man too. So I don't even understand why he didn't win for that either.
Yeah.
Best Director went to Oppenheimer again.
Nice.
I'm just gonna read the movies that won. Anatomy of the Fall, so that we can go watch them. American Fiction won.
That's one Maya was talking to us about yesterday. I plan to try to watch that.
What is that about?
It's the one with Issa Rae and Sterling Cage.
Oh, okay.
Whatever his last name is.
What's it called?
It's based in Boston, American Fiction.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Best Cinematography went to Oppenheimer as well. That's your thing.
That's my category.
Best Original Score went to Oppenheimer. We had to look that up yesterday.
Billie Eilish, right?
Was. Yep.
They said she performed the hell out of that song.
And everybody was crying at the end.
Yeah.
What I Was Made For was the best original score for Barbie, and she won that.
Who sang that?
It didn't tell me.
Oh, okay. I think that was Billie Eilish.
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
Best editing went to Oppenheimer. Best production went to Poor Things and More Poor Things. I'm just trying to get what other movies were up at bat. Godzilla, the
Divine
creator.
Joy Randolph won for Best Supporting Actress.
Yes. I don't know, but I did see her, and she did a good job winning things yesterday.
Good.
And there was a little black girl that won a little Oscar too, but I didn't catch her name, and it was for some other thing. No, a small little one. A little 11-year-old.
So what was this John Cena thing?
John Cena was presenting the award for best something, and he came out. They were the skit was there was a Oscar award where there was a man that came out and streaked the Oscar awards once.
Okay,
So they were kind of recreating that situation. And John Cena came out. He's shaped like a Barbie.
Yeah,
like a Ken doll.
Like a Ken doll. Yeah, like it's unreal.
Yeah, like it's just chiseled and not too chiseled. It just looked like a Ken doll.
Yeah.
So, he came out naked for that, and that was a nice feat to see. And good for him.
Good for him.
Nobody got slapped. There was no other drama.
No slaps.
And
was Will Smith there?
No.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Is he banned?
I think
he's banned from everything, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's they should. You can't keep yourself in order.
The Holdovers. Lawanda says the Holdovers is good. She's in the Holdovers. The little girl was in violinist in a documentary about music in schools.
Oh yes. I did see that, and a black man won that Oscar with her as well.
Oh, okay.
Nice. So that was really kind of cool.
They thought that movie, the slave movie, Will Smith slave movie, didn't get.
What was that? Give It Us Free?
That wasn't this year.
Yeah,
was it?
That was supposed to be because they thought that it was gonna get nominated, all kinds of.
No, that was last year.
Yeah,
I thought that was from last year.
That's from his for this one. I don't
know. It wasn't.
What's the name of that movie? Did anybody see that movie?
I did see it.
You saw it?
Was it good? Emancipation?
Yeah, Emancipation. I saw it.
You liked it?
It was a long movie.
That didn't answer the question.
It was just so it would have been. It didn't have to be as long as it was, and it was. I think he did good acting in that movie. Probably some of the best acting that I've seen him do.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like a good premise and all of that, but it was just so long.
You know who else came out?
It was not great.
I didn't hear. That's what I didn't hear. I didn't hear it was a good movie at all. I don't think anybody have heard. I don't know if you knew it was a good movie or not because you didn't watch it.
I did watch it. I watched it because it's all in black and white. I watched it.
Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger presented an award yesterday.
That
together.
Were they dressed alike?
They were dressed alike, and it's so crazy how much they've aged too. Like it was kind of cool to watch. That's a really good movie too. Twins.
That's
a really great movie.
Yeah.
And then other than that, Julia Fox is weird. There wasn't too much going on.
Julia Fox, this is Kanye's ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
What is she? She was at the Oscars for what?
She was just at the Oscars.
Okay.
Oh, sounds like Trump just wrote third lawsuit from E. Jean Carroll. So he did win that lawsuit with her. And I don't know what
he won. What
he's got a
there's a third lawsuit in that same case.
Trump, during a campaign rally in Rome, Georgia on Saturday, railed against having to post a nearly $92 million bond in his appeal against the $83.3 million in damages that he was ordered to pay in January for defaming the columnist. It followed Trump's last year being ordered to pay Carroll $5 million after a jury found him liable for sexual assault after she accused him of raping her in the 1990s and defamation when he denied the claims and attacked Carroll's character. How the hell you get fined by a jury for sexual assault and you can still run for president?
Right. Convicted of sexual
assault.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So he finally paid them people, huh?
No, he still won't pay. He's suing them in order to not pay them.
Post bond. When was that?
That one right there. This one is
it says Trump posts nearly $92 million bond in E.G. Carroll defamation case 2 minutes ago.
Okay, then that, yes. So, and then they also said that he's
he posted a bond, so he was
in jail.
He was in jail.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with your guy.
Remember, he was supposed to pay the judgment $83 million by a certain time.
Okay.
And I think that was by Friday. But I think he posted it on that day. I think he paid them that day.
Oh, so that was a bond?
I guess.
I don't know how that goes. But yeah, that's about it.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot happened. A lot's been going on
and happening.
Anyways, it's time for us to slide up out of here. It is approximately 10:57, and Bobby Steels is up next on the Bobby Steels Show from 11 to 1. Keep it locked. But before we go, we got a special pop-up coming up. Yeah. For all of us that love a good St. Patty's Day drink-a-thon, Spark FM, in association with Spark FM Bars, will be at District 7 on Sunday, March 17th, for a little pop-up St. Patty's Day party, where we'll be having nice drinks. We'll come together, have a great time, throw a few shots back, get nice and juiced up, and go home and have a good time.
Yes, it's a meet and greet. Come out, greet us, and let us have a good time with you. And if I'm feeling generous or sauced up enough, I might buy one of y'all a drink.
So that is March 17th, next Sunday, St. Patty's Day. Kiss me, I'm Black Irish.
Yes.
Yes. We'll got more information coming up for you guys in the later evenings, and watch out for that posting and how you can register to go on our social medias and website. Yeah. Keep it locked right here, people. Spark FM online.
Bye.
Boy.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
What is this, Doctor?
This is
the Spark of New England, Spark FM. Bringing the heat back to the airwaves. Turn us up. All right, let's take a look.
Did you get a call or message that mentioned Social Security that made you feel threatened or scared? That is not the Social Security Administration. Social Security will not threaten you, press you for personal information, or demand